Hey guys, another short video here. I have a tower located quite a ways away from the ham shack. Is the larger tower that I have is this one here in the background. It's about a 150-foot tower, tallest antennas sitting up about 170 feet. Um, the problem with it is I've had a number of feed lines, some of them which are hardline, go bad on me there. They're buried and not easy to replace. So I've had to do a workaround, especially since some of this stuff on here is for 2 meter and 70 centimeter. It's a low, it's a high loss when having to go through that much feed line, even if it is hard line. So I've had to come up with a different way of doing it. I've added a remote station to this, but in order for me to get a remote station in there, I need to supply some internet to that particular tower, some internet access. Now I've got a switch in the bottom of this tower from it's actually a PoE switch which I'm powering some IP cameras and whatnot, but plugging into that I can use that to run a 2.4 or a 5 gigahertz RF link to that other tower, and the receiving end would be these two right here. That's the 5 gigahertz and that's the 2.4. Alternatively, if I've had some instances where these are a little bit fussy and I lose the link, I do have a standby link, which is a power line adapter, and it does work good. I get some pretty high speeds going out to that tower, even though it is quite a ways out there. I only lose a small amount of speed, but still getting around, since my internet access currently is about 28 megabits per second, I'm getting about 26 megabits per second at the tower using a power line adapter, much higher with the RF link. The problem with these is in this enclosure, when the sun is hot and beats down on it, it gets pretty warm. And when it gets warm, it gets pretty sketchy. So I could get a fan blowing on it and cool it down a little bit, but here blowing hot air on it really. So until things cool off, I get a poor internet link. So I think what I'm also going to try is installing these three devices on three separate towers I have out there, and that'll give me a mesh network. Give me great Wi-Fi for the area, but it'll supply internet to that tower. And this is the tower, the base of the tower, the large tower. I have the radio. It's an Yaesu FT991 Alpha. This is a Raspberry Pi, also known as a Rig Pi, and of course my monitor that's hooked up to the Raspberry Pi. And that's all installed in this shack at the base of the large tower. So I'll play a short video clip, but basically this is the web page which I can use. And now instead of a coax link, I use a network.
Connected.
It's all on the network now. The audio coming from that remote radio. So I can listen to anything on say 2 meters or 70 centimeters, or even on HF as I'm showing there. I can go channel up, channel down. I have macros programmed in for specific simplex frequencies or repeaters, which I just hit the PTT and you can see I can access the repeater, chat on whatever terminal is playing this particular software, or even on a cell phone. I can scan the repeaters. I can also turn the radio on or off as required if I need to reset it. Um, Go back to HF here on 80 meters. I can access some of the filters required, noise blanker, whatever, and it really works well. And I have had very little problems with it since I've installed it. And best of all, it's a very low loss. So I can disconnect the audio as required whenever I don't want the audio fed to whatever PC I happen to be on. And I'll play another quick clip here.
Yeah, I've made 62 contacts.
So this is where it really shines, where I can get on 2 meters or 70 centimeters with my phone. Change frequency. I can scan the bands. I don't have to be home. This is on the LAN network now, but I could be away from home. I could be anywhere in the world and get back into the remote station. I can flip it to 80 meters if I like. Listen to the boys on 80 meters. No, it's really good. It's been pretty awesome. Hold the PTT down and I can transmit and chat with the boys. It's been really handy with the phone.
So there you go, boys. I hope you enjoyed that. A little demonstration of the remote station. And it's worked very well. I do have another remote station. It's a Flex radio, Flex 6600. And the SDR, being an SDR, there's a lot of data that gets used up when accessing it with the cell phone. So my cellular data gets eaten up very, very quickly when using the Flex. So not so bad if I get into a Wi-Fi situation at a hotel or somewheres or someplace where I have some Wi-Fi access. But using cell data, I just burn through that data. But with this Raspberry Pi solution and this alternate remote station, I use very little cellular data, and it's been working very well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Cheers. See you later. 7.3 from VA60X.